Welcome once again to Commander by Danon. Those who watch my videos daily may experience a bit of whiplash after yesterday. Today's video is 1% of the budget compared to yesterday's video. No, I'm not exaggerating. $50 is 1% of $5,000. Today we're building an ultra-budget deck led by Gisa the Hellraiser. Also, and I know it's annoying to keep hearing this, but statistically if I don't ask you to like and subscribe, the video gets fewer subscribers. Gisa the Hellraiser is a 5-mana 4/4 legendary human warlock with Ward 2, pay 2 life. In other words, anytime an opponent wants to target her with a spell or ability, they need to pay 2 mana and 2 life. Additionally, Gisa gives skeletons and zombies we control +1/+1 and menace. Finally, whenever we commit a crime, we create 2 tapped 2/2 blue and black zombie rogue creature tokens. But this ability only triggers once each turn. As a reminder, targeting our opponents, anything they control and/or cards in their graveyard is considered a crime. If only Black had ways to target our opponents, anything they control, and/or cards in their graveyards. Oh, we're going on a crime spree in this deck. But before we get started, a quick word from our sponsor, Ultimate Guard. Ultimate Guard is always innovating, and recently they've unveiled their new Druidic Secrets boulders. Turn your deck box into a mystical place. These gorgeous boulders come in a variety of colors and patterns, like this sand-colored one, celebrating Sol. Make sure you continue to praise the sun and pick one up yourself at your local game store. Or order one from Amazon. Link down below. In order to build a functional commander deck, you need lots of different pieces, which is why I try to rely on my handy-dandy checklist. 50 mana sources, usually split between 37 lands and 13 pieces of ramp, 10 pieces of card advantage, 8 to 10 pieces of spot removal, 2 to 3 board wipes, 2 pieces of graveyard hate, and 1 sudden I win card. Oh, one more quick announcement before we get started. I'm going to be streaming on Musings by Danon as well as Twitch. It'll mostly be Final Fantasy XIV, but you're more than welcome to pop in and talk about manga. Honestly, about half my streams are talking about manga, anime, or Commander. Myriad Landscape, Demolition Field, Bajuka Bog, and 30 Swamps make up the land base for our deck. Remember, you can cut a few lands for cantrips, but also, monocolored decks tend not to need as many lands. Dark Ritual, Cryptcast, Soul Ring, Arcane Signet, Mindstone, Felwar Stone, Thought Vessel, Charcoal Diamond, Heraldric Banner, Commander's Sphere, Caged Sun, Solemn Simulacrum, and Wayfarer's Bauble help us to ramp out and stay ahead of the curve. Altar's Reap, Blood Pact, Body Count, Corrupted Conviction, Costly Plunder, Crushing Disappointment, Deadly Dispute, Demon's Due, Reckoner's Bargain, Succumb to Temptation, Village Rites, Phyrexian Arena, Skeletal Scrying, Undead Augur, and Pact of the Serpent help us to dig through our deck and keep our hands full. But we also have a ton of cantrips, most of which can be used to commit crimes and draw us cards in Afflict, Annihilate, Aphotic Wisps, Blade Brand, Cling to Dust, Cremate, Dark Dabbling, Headstone, Mirrored and Avenged, Moment of Defiance, Slay, Sugar Rush, Wretched Confluence, and You Are Already Dead. Assassin's Ink, Vendetta, Cast Down, Doomblade, Go for the Throat, Heartless Act, Terror, Hero's Downfall, Murder, Reckless Spite, Astarion's Thirst, Baleful Mastery, Erebos' Intervention, Eat to Extinction, Vraska's Contempt, Bleed Dry, and Feed the Swarm help us to keep our opponents in line. Black Sun Zenith is the only board wipe we could afford with our budget, but it is reusable, so it's fine. Death Baron, Endless Ranks of the Dead, Lord of the Accursed, Lord of the Undead, Ghoulcaller Gisa, and Mirkwood Bats make up the core of our deck, and how we plan on winning. Now that we have our deck list, let's compare it to our checklist. 46 mana sources split between 33 lands and 13 pieces of ramp. A little light, but that's okay because we have 15 pieces of card advantage, plus 14 cantrips, 17 pieces of interaction, 1 board wipe, 5 pieces of graveyard hate in Bojuka Bog, Erebos' Intervention, Headstone, Cling to Dust, and Cremate, 1 Sudden I Win card in Ghoulcaller Gisa. Okay, so she's not so much of a Sudden I Win card as she is a backup commander, just in case anything happens to Gisa Hellraiser. So long as we have at least 1 zombie, we can make more. Lots more. And our interaction is such that we should be able to keep our opponents in line. But the whole point of this deck is to have Gisa the Hellraiser on board, while we destroy people with our spot removal and build an army of zombies. All for under $50, at least at the time of recording. Don't yell at me if some random common spikes up to $10 due to some weird modern deck. As far as upgrades are concerned, the single best card you could add to this deck would be Jet Medallion. The goal of our deck is to commit a crime on each of our opponent's turns. So Jet Medallion potentially adds up to 3 mana to our mana pool every turn cycle. Of course, there's always Scheming Symmetry as well. That card is a lot of fun and goes very well with what our deck is trying to do. But both of them push the deck out of budget, so we didn't include them. Are you building a Gisa the Hellraiser deck? What theme did you go with? Leave a comment below. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, a huge shout out to my editor Cutestuff. I couldn't make these videos without her. If you'd like to hire her to edit your own videos, she can be reached at cutestuff.edits@gmail.com. Link is down below. If you're looking for ways to support the channel directly, you can head on over to patreon.com/Danon. You can have a video made or just ask for help building or tuning a deck list. I also wanted to give a quick shout out to all of my patrons: Waffles, Jiraiya, Danny, Muffins, Marcus, Squishy, Brett, Roxy, Sean, Mark, Borgie, Nazwin, Pedro, Midge, Alex, Julio, Valeri, Conga, RJ, Aaron, Chris, Robert, Joel, Brock, Michael, Skinwalker, Sidewinder, Austin, and William. You guys are awesome. I post new Commander Deck videos every weekday, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified of new videos. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again next time on Commander by Danon.